Hello and welcome to another edition of Tech Talk. I'm your host, the Molex Monkey. Today we're going to be starting a series on Windows 7 desktop modification. Specifically today we're going to be talking about the desktop context menu or right-click menu. For those of you who don't know, it's this menu right here. It pops up anytime you right-click anywhere on the Windows 7 desktop. If you look at mine, you notice that there's some things that I've removed and a lot of things that I've added. Today I'm going to be showing you how I did that. First off, we need to determine what it is that we want to add to the context menu. And for the purposes of this video, we're going to be adding an option to start Notepad directly from the context menu. First thing we need to do is to find the file path to Notepad. And to do that, we click the Start bar and we type Notepad, but we do not press Enter. Now you'll notice above Notepad here it'll say Programs 1. Click that. Then you go down to the one that actually has the .exe application next to it, not the shortcut. Right click that and then you click Open File Location. After you do that, you right click the executable that's highlighted there and then you click Properties. Then we want to go to Security, and then you highlight this object name up here, right click that, and click Copy. Now we have the file path copied to the clipboard for later, and now we need to go into the Windows System Registry Editor. Now before we do this, understand that anything you do in the Windows System Registry is kind of dangerous. If you don't do exactly what I tell you to do, it's very easy to break your computer in a way that is difficult to fix, so be very careful in the Windows System Registry. Throughout this series we're going to be doing a lot in the registry, and I would advise that you would back up everything that's important before you do anything, and maybe watch this video a couple of times to make sure that you've got everything right before you do it. So what we want to do is to click the Start bar and type regedit, regedit. Hit enter. Okay. Now, when your registry pops up, it's going to look a little different than mine does right now. Number one, because I have a few things already open. Number two, because I've modified the way my registry looks. But if you've never opened your registry before, this is what you're going to be looking at. You'll get a little drop down that has computer and then HKey classes root, HKey current user, HKey local machine, and HKey users, and also HKey current config. So what we want to do is to go to HKey classes root, and then you want to scroll down to directory, but if you don't want to scroll all the way down, you can just hit D and it'll start with the D's there and save you a little bit of time. So we want to scroll down to dictionary. When you go to dictionary, you want to double click that and then go to background and then to shell. When you get into shell, you'll notice that the subkeys here are the same as the options you have in your right-click menu. So to add a new one, what we want to do is to right-click shell, and then we want to click new key. And then whatever you call this key is the way it's going to show up in your context menu. So we want to call this Notepad. And then we want to double-click that. And then over here, we want to right-click this and then go to New and then Key. This key has to be called Command. Now, Command is not a value that I just came up with. It's what it has to be called in order for the registry to do this properly. And it is case sensitive, so you want to type it all in lowercase. Okay, once you've done that, over here in this menu there should be a string value called default. You want to right click that and click modify, and then all you got to do after that is to right click it one more time and click paste. That's going to paste the file path that we copied earlier into the value data. So we want to put that in quotes. So add quotes to it, click OK, and that's it. Should work now. When you go to the context menu, you now have an option that says Notepad. Click it and Notepad opens. If you have any questions, please comment, subscribe. That's it for the day, and this is the Molex Monkey saying, stay grounded.